it. Think. So when you wake up in the morning, now you are looking for something in you that is beyond time, space, and causation and objects. So it means one day, after a few weeks, the mind will say, oh, I should have a desire to seek real self. You see that? Because when we think of some object, something, again and again, that desire pops up in the mind. So it just came to my mind one of the oldest texts. Oldest text is Yoga Sutra. It has 40,000 verses, but many masters have compressed it into 6,000, then 2,000, then 1,000. So in that one verse says that, do you have a right desire in your mind? Someone shared his or her experiences, so that came to my mind. You see how it works, how your mind works. It just came to my mind. Do you have a right desire? Or you wake up in the morning, bad morning. I still remember what Honey told me yesterday. I had a lot of challenges. What should I do? Tell me who does not have challenges in the life. Tell me. Tell me. Who does not have challenges? Who is living in a perfectly healthier state since birth? Tell me. Who is that guy? Tell me. Is there anyone among you? So you see that teaching, Master says, waking state, dream state, sleep state will continue as it is. The life will continue it between struggle, some pleasure, some pain. What we are looking for within ourselves, a state, that real nature that transcends everything. And when the mind lives into that, you are there. There are something around, I don't exactly remember, but something, if I'm not mistaken, there are 40,000 verses on preparation, purifying the mind. That includes yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, mantra, 40,000 verses. Goal is to purify the mind. Then you have 20,000 verses on to gain a natural focus of the mind. If you add all the text of yoga, and you have only 3,000 verses that tells you only the knowledge aspect. Here is the right knowledge that can change your life. And we are possessed and carried away by 40,000 verses. Doing this asana, that asana. Now you see, which one is the strongest mantra? You are the weakest and you want the strongest mantra. See that? I'm just giving a. Now we all are becoming seekers, so it's better to talk a little deeper aspect. Do you see that? You see the comparison. So outer glitters too much. We don't want to know. We don't want to listen. Why? No, I can do lot of practices and I want to remain the same as I was 5 years ago. Do you see? How long you have been practicing yoga? Oh, around 20 years. Is there any change? No, change has yet to come. See, I'm just telling you the seeker point of view. It does not mean that I don't respect practice of asana, pranayama. I respect everything. But where we are, my friend, when I used to, no, don't talk too much, give practice. But when you don't have clear understanding, what practice you will do, how the practice will impact you. So only 3,000 verses. See that? 20,000 verses to gain focus of the mind. Now you have a focus of the mind. You know what is the purification of the mind. You are a seeker. You are ready. You succeed. That is the journey of the entire Eastern wisdom. We cannot become a seeker in the beginning. So we were talking about what? We were talking about obstacles in the journey. That's very important. What are these obstacles? No, I've been listening to you for so many years. There is no change. There are people, my friends in India, they leave and they come back. Question is not you are listening to me, how much you are digesting, how much you are absorbing. See? See the difference between becoming a seeker and. So the first obstacle is pertaining to the body. I sit in meditation, itching, fidgeting, constant movement of the body, pain. Mind rejects, no, I don't want to sit for so long. Sometimes people say, oh, can you reduce the practice for 10 minutes? I can only sit for 10 minutes. Oh, it means yes. Meditation should follow you and your tantrums. Then you are not a seeker. First point is that. You see that? Understand that clearly. So when we are a seeker, we delve deeper into these challenges. Many people complain that they are not able to sit in meditation for a longer period. Do it, practice with lying down. No, even lying down causes a lot of problem. I can sleep for 10 hours. See. So just ask yourself where these challenges in the body is coming. Understand it clearly and think of it. I'm talking from 3,000 verses. Do you remember now what it means? Not from 20,000 and 40,000 verses. So, from where these problems are coming? First point, that the way we think, feel, speak during the day, its impression enters into the body unorganized. I'm giving you a new perspective to think. I'm in a hurry. Let us sit. Let us sit, close your eyes. And when I close your eyes in a hurry, my eyes are squeezed. Mind is paying too much attention to the eyes now. And then fidgeting starts. So, what I said, first point, the mind, when it enters into the body, unorganized into every cell. So what will happen during the practice of meditation? It is going to disturb you. That is why I played the trick I told you before. Let us meet at 7:50 a.m. Are you settled? 10 minutes before. Second point is that the body and the mind are deeply connected. We already know psychosomatic. So understand the very process of psychosomatic. I'm in a hurry. Where that point of hurry lives, it lives in the mind. It travels through the prana into the body, returns into the mind. That is what is known as psychosomatic. Science confirms. What science confirms? Science confirms that 90% of our illnesses are stress induced. They claim, they say it. So let us agree with that. That's the right knowledge. Now, what is the solution? Allow the mind to enter into the body organized. How it is possible? Raising the raising the awareness of the body. How to raise your awareness of the body? See that. That is what our masters are speaking. Don't worry if you cannot sit in any asana, no worries at all. You can practice while lying down, you can practice while sitting. I remember something very good. Buddha. We Americans say Buddha. I cannot speak the way you guys speak. Buddha means old. So actual pronunciation is Buddha. Buddha practiced meditation for 6 months while lying down on the right side, 6 months on the left side, 6 months sitting, and 6 months standing. How? So what is the main point of removing the obstacles from the body? To infuse consciousness in the body. Whatever I have spoken until now means that to get rid of these obstacles in the body, you infuse consciousness in the body. Means into every cell of the body. Means raise your awareness of the body. Means how to raise your awareness? So one practice is Yoga Nidra. You might have heard a lot about Yoga Nidra. You might be giving the practice. So when those masters used to live in the Himalayas, now they have to go to the forest to cut the logs of the wood, to get the vegetables and the fruits from those forests. They had to work hard, much harder than what we are doing. So they used to get tired. And then they used the practice of Yoga Nidra and the Nyasa that I have been giving you. One modified version of Nyasa, in which you breathe and you move the mind inside the body. Now you know that how I gave you these personalized practices. That is one way. Yes, practicing of some stretching. Stretching does not mean that you have to stretch before the practice of meditation. You can do anytime, but with awareness. Infuse the consciousness. Now see what our master says pertaining to the body. When there is a disequilibrium in 7 humors, according to Ayurveda, then it also causes a lot of disturbances. Those who are aware of Ayurveda, they say that if you have disequilibrium between 3 doshas, 3 dosha, Vat, Pitta, Kapha, you have problem with the digestive fire, assimilation. My master used to say, is this part okay to learn meditation? This is the first. Yeah. Second is your here. The heart is the seat of the desire. When you sit for meditation, do you have only one desire? Right desire. Third is your belly. Is the belly right? Digestion. So we have to take care of this because that will help you to infuse consciousness. Change your diet. So changing your diet means what? That is what yoga says at the preparatory step. What kind of a diet we should eat not to disturb my digestion. That digestion will disturb your meditation and disturb your sleep, disturb the whole day. So you have seen all these. If you see the great masters, the concept of disease according to Ayurveda at the physical level. So they use the word vyadhi. So vyadhi is what Patanjali is using. So what the master is saying in Ayurveda and also in yoga, all diseases are rooted in the mind before it enters into the body. So it means what? If I prevent the mind entering unorganized into the body, into every cell of the body will support me in meditation. Body will support me in meditation. But then there are some illnesses which you can say inherited coming from there. What we should do? Just focus on how to infuse the consciousness in the physical body, whatever the problem you have. See that Terry has very unusual lot of challenges, but look at her mind, the way she shares her experiences. Last time, do you remember? My mind was perfectly okay. I was in peace, but the body was creating a problem. So, what is the best way to do it? Mind must settle clearly that I am not the body. See that? I am not the body. I am the real self. Let the mind repeat, I am the real self during the day. During the day. And when that happens, not only you are a seeker. Remember again, 40,000 verses, no, 20,000 or 40,000, 20,000 and 3,000. We have only 3,000 verses on the knowledge aspect. Why the knowledge aspect is not given in the beginning? You are not ready. You are not a seeker. You are not a seeker. I have a lot of students, in India. So there were students. They said, we are ready to take care of everything. We will arrange you for the seminar, and they used to do it. But when it comes to the listening, they used to skip. What you were doing? No, I was just cooking the food for the people. So I know where you are. Now I had to arrange those things. I said yes. So to have a successful seminar and workshop, there should be some people who are not ready to listen to you. Let them do their work. Do you see that? Body sensitization. Sri Aurobindo, the great master, says you sensitize the body through infusing the consciousness. There is another thing that worked very well in my life. So in those days, I used to just get 5 minutes every 3 or 4 hours, whenever I remember. I just let me close my eyes, become aware of the body. I constantly move the conscious mind from the top of the head to every cell of the body, reaching to the toes again and again until I experience the deepening of the sensations in every part of the body. And sometime I used to experience the body used to freeze down even in 5 minutes. That is another way to do the yoga nidra. Don't go into too much of information that is present in the Google. That will not work. So the more and more you do it, what is going to happen? The mind that is unorganized in the body will be organized. Will be organized. There are almost thousands of ways to settle the body. Another way, before you practice meditation and you join the session, or whenever you want to practice, visualize the Buddha. Visualize. Enjoy the statue of the Buddha, the idol of the Buddha sitting there, and then bring your body into that idol. That is another way. Just visualize, think of it. Huh? Or your teacher, or your master. So, in that way, but it does not mean that you should not take care of the proper food, proper stretching of the body. Huh? Even, I don't want to go into that, but there are 20 types of bathing, taking bath. 20 types? Yes. There is a bathing through the mantra, there is a bathing through the water, like this. So they also help you to settle the body so that the mind can go inside. So don't start thinking, no, my body is so stiff, I cannot do the practice. And I told you that guy in New Jersey who told me, no, I cannot. Don't guide me any posture or any breathing practice. I just want to practice meditation. You see the intensity? If you have that right desire with the intense, I can allow. So you have a strong determination and sincerity and a commitment in the mind, the body will take care of itself. No worries. And this guy, first I said, so you cannot sit properly and even you cannot practice. Why don't you do it while lying down? So he said, can I do the practice while lying down? And his wife is a Kundalini yoga teacher. You see that we have a wrong notion. No, you have to sit. Keep your spine, head erect. That we will talk later. So after 6 or 7 months, he said, now I can sit. You will be surprised that he did not practice this asana. And after 1 year, he started sitting in Ardha Padmasana. You say Sukhasana? So that is a very subtle journey. What is that subtle journey? If you practice meditation regularly without fail, the body gets plasticity. Sri Aurobindo uses the word, I like this, plasticity. The body becomes very soft. You need not to think, I am not elastic. Huh? The meditation helps you to become elastic. Make the body elastic. That is the higher journey. The body becomes very soft and plastic because of meditation. Now this mind is not entering into any unorganized fashion in the body because you are succeeding in meditation. So not only it is helping in you bringing the equilibrium in the body, but also prevents any kind of obstacle caused by the body. So that is what is the first obstacle you can tackle. And then we will. So to summarize, infusing consciousness, relaxation, yoga nidra, nyasa, and other stuff that you know. practice of asanas, pranayama, dietary regulations that you impose. The mind is not running for pleasure seeking, mind is running for balancing these actions of the body. And once it is done, you are always ready for meditation. So let us start our